Yes, sir.
This Major Jubal, I'm on with you.
Right. The man just went to get the tower boy there, so he had somebody to confirm his story.
Tell surveillance takes record on.
They are. They got it.
Oh, you got it? Okay.
Record on.
Recording from position IMB 35 on the incident.
You look to the north of us, there's one coming pretty fast. You can see his movement. And he's coming from north to south. North to south? Right.
North to south at this time from Edwards?
Right. He's blinking red.
I have another red light and green light combination in sight, moving very rapidly over the idea at this time. I'm going to check with my RAPCON to see if they have any movement in that area.
Phoenix is,
ASO Labs here. Say, have you all had any reports of unknown flying objects over there?
No, we haven't.
Oh, okay, we're wondering. We supposedly are having quite an invasion over here.
What area? In our area?
No, it's over around Victorville and Edwards there. I was wondering if any of your sites or any of your bunches over there have called anything in.
No.
Okay, fine. Thank you much.
Right.
four of them in that B. Yes, sir. Three on the bottom side, two up. Yes, sir. Counting that. Well, there's four altogether. Right. There's two in a line, and then there's three in a line. Yeah. The three in a line would run westward, and the other one would run up parallel with the bright one. Yeah. Right. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, that's the one I saw. Okay.
Would you do us a favor? We're looking for about 7 UFOs here.
Well, maybe.
Here in Carmel, Ontario International.
Would you?
Well, how far north of Ontario? Okay. We're not positive. This is coming from report Edward and George. How far in here? Did he come from the northeast? Yes. No, he came from the northeast. These guys at 8,000 feet. There are about 7 of them. They're red, white, and green flashing lights. They have been sighted visually. And they're climbing now. And we wonder if you're painting them. We're trying to get a cross-section here. They're red, but they also the 2 towers, George Tower. Also on Edwards Tower.
Huh? Well, yeah, describe it for me. Yeah, okay. As near as I watched it, looked at it through the glasses, and at first appearance it looked just like a star.
Yeah.
And then it started, it was white and green, it's flashing white and green, and on what appears might be the bottom, and at first appearance it looked just like a star.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not, it's not intermittent flashing, it appears to be space.
I see. In other words, it like fades in and out, rather than a definite flash.
It's a definite flashing. Similar to what aircraft anti-collision lights would do.
Oh, yeah.
But it definitely isn't moving fast or constant enough to be an aircraft.
Let's bring our hard miners around here and see if we can dig up something.
And it's definitely changes color from white to red, or white to green, and red. The red flash is strong enough to block out the rest of it to the naked eye. So it appears to be white, from white to green to red.
Can you get any form out of the thing, what it looks like?
I haven't checked it. It appears to move a lot closer to it. I haven't checked it with the glasses.
Painting over Edwards at 11:05. Edwards is observing them from the ground. 2 towers observing them, and we're carrying height and radar. They're flashing white, green, and red. And we have a track on them, Kilo 157. They're heading west. They're at this time approximately 20 miles west of Edwards. At 11:05, there was we talked to Center. They didn't have anything on it, but heading west through the area at 14 grand. And he had no joy on them. Center queried the bird. Let's see, I'm holding them now with the bird that flew through the area, 50 miles west of Edwards. 50 west? Yeah. Now, talk to the sergeant, the UFO people at Edwards. First place, I should tell you that Norton UFO referred this back to Edwards as being in their area. There's a lieutenant is the UFO responding responsible officer in bed 3 miles away. The sergeant doesn't have any authority except just to report to us. They haven't requested a scramble or anything. My question would be then, do you want us to shake this lieutenant out of the pad and see if he wants to request? Edwards said they had no capability, base ops, going up and looking. Now we're paying him a lot up there, and everybody's seeing him. So, do you think we ought to check this lieutenant out of the pad and see if he wants to request we go up and take a look?
It might be... Well, they haven't raised him yet, They haven't called him?
Well, I told him to hold off until I talk to you. The sergeant's reluctant to call him until he feels like he needs to, because it's being 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. See if he has such a good paint and everything on him. I think it'd be worthwhile if you give him a call.
Yeah, that's my feeling, too.
Right.
And then if he...
Especially in that area, you know.
If he should request a scramble, we could probably take one of the guard birds, deuces up, such thing.
Yeah, that should be okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Sir? Yes. All they give in here is Special 13 for unsafe targets. Okay, let's put a Special 13 in our 157. Oh, 157.
All good, sir?
Right, thank you. This is the SD. We're making Kilo 157 a Special 13, which is the classification for unsafe target.
This is the tower at Edwards. We have an object now over the field.
He is right over the field.
Right over Edwards, moving southward fairly rapidly. And this thing also has, I can make out red and white flashing lights. And the captain at Det 1 has confirmed this.
He can also see this.
He can also see this.
In addition to Edwards, the following Air Force bases were involved with this event: March, George, Norton, and Hamilton, where the 28th Air Division was located. An element of the Air Defense Command, their Major Healy gave Major Struble and Ladd's orders. Major Struble was called SD for Senior Director. Also heard on the tapes will be the Weapons Director, Lieutenant Fitz, called WD or WD Technician 3 for Team 3. Captain Ballant, the UFO or UFO officer at Edwards, had real authority, and no planes could be sent up from Edwards or George for the planned mission without his approval. Armed planes, Convair F-106 interceptors set for immediate takeoff, were called alert birds. They may have carried nuclear weapons in the form of the AIR-2G Genie unguided rocket with a 1.5 kiloton nuclear warhead. NORAD was informed of the situation and did not request they be further alerted unless things turned drastic.
Yeah, this is Headway SD Tech. On the 3 UFOs you got generated there. Right. Can I talk to Lads and Chief Control? NORAD doesn't want them. Don't tell them they'll let them unless something drastic happens on them. Okay, you don't want us to tell them. Well, keep them in the computer, like you have now, John, to us. And if anything, anything comes of this, then coordinate with us. I mean, I don't know what else we can do. Yeah, well, they are scrambling their UFO officer out of the pad. And I talked to, I don't know who's making the decisions. I talked to Major Healy over at Hamilton. Yeah. And if they requested a bird to go up and take a look, we were going to send our Alpha Limas up from Edwards. Yeah. Who's making the decision, Major Healy or you people up there? No, the decision still comes from 28. Yeah. Okay, well, we'll just continue with what we're doing then. Yeah. Right. Okay, real fast. Right. Good, sir. What up? we got the 106 available.
Right. The directive I have says only that if it's within the existing policy to go ahead and do it. So it depends on your policy. As far as I'm concerned, it would be a good idea.
Well, actually, the way I coordinated it with my people is we're standing by for your request.
Okay. So that's fine. And then you have my request.
Okay, let me get you the spelling of your name for my log. Captain what?
No, it's B-A-L.
B-A-L-E-N-T. Okay, and you're UFO officer at Edwards?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and I guess somebody has the number to reach you back.
Right, sir.
I'll re-coordinate this now because it's been some time.
All right.
But we do have live data on them.
Okay.
We should be able to pick them up all right. So I'll get in touch.
All right.
Roger.
I'll wait for your call.
Right, thank you.
Hello, this is Captain Clark, Alpha Lima.
Okay, Captain Clark, Lieutenant Reed.
Yeah.
We have some confirmed reports of some unidentified flying objects in your area.
Okay.
Approximately 6 or more from Edwards, just south of Victorville. And we'd like to use, we have information from 28th. We also have some height finder cups on anywhere from 3,000 up to 13. They're moving slowly and climbing slowly.
I see.
They're red, white, and green flashing lights.
Uh-huh.
And they have been confirmed on radar.
I see.
We can't use one of your alert birds, but do you have another 106?
Well, that's all we have.
That's all you have.
That's all we have is the 6 on alert.
Okay, just a moment. I'll let you speak to the senior director. Maybe I can go ahead and use one of your alert birds. They can't establish what these things are.
Yeah.
Just a second. Yes. Okay, so they're still trying to decide here what to do. You say you might have one?
Well, Sergeant McClary said we had one on greater than 1 hour, but I believe that's just because we don't have a pilot here for it.
Oh, I see.
But I'm pretty sure they're all uploaded.
Yeah.
He's checking that out with the ground crew now.
Okay.
If they do have that downloaded, then we could take one.
Uh-huh.
If not, then we'd have to have an authentication on the scramble with the weapon aboard.
Yeah. Okay, Major Struble just wanted us to call you, the SD here, and let you know. And I'll tell you, I'll call you back in a minute, or in a few minutes.
Okay.
How can I reach you?
Just call the hot room again,
Okay.
and they'll get you back to you in a bit.
Okay, thank you. I have another call coming in now. Right. Okay, sir. Sierra Romeo. Here's Michael.
28, you control it?
Yeah, Major Healy. Right. Oh, yeah, Major Struble here, lads. Okay, they've finally gotten Captain Bellent, UFO officer at Edwards, lieutenant, and he said yes, he would like to have a look. We're getting plenty of live data as well as visuals on these things about 40 miles south of Edwards, several of them running in the altitude, the ones we're measuring, from 4.5 to 6,000.
4.5 to 6.6.
Yeah, 4.5 to 6.5 grand.
Yeah.
And we have a non-loaded Det 1. I think it was it Det 1 or Alpha Lima that was available? Reed? Is that Reed? Was it Det 1 or Alpha Lima? Alpha Lima at non-alert bird that they could get one of their pilots in about 15 minutes.
They could?
Yes.
Okay.
So we'll go ahead and take a look then, right?
Yeah, okay, go ahead and use them, and be careful of those low altitudes down there around the hills and all that stuff.
Yeah, right. Okay, we'll take a look at this.
How many are you training now?
The varying reports come in. We have a conference going with Edwards Tower and Pedro and Boron on our height. about 3, and they're in the azimuth roughly from 150 to 120 and 40 miles from Edwards.
I see. Yeah.
Which puts it pretty close to us, but we've had people up on the roof looking. I think one of our people had some odds on them, but there are a number of people have had visuals on them.
I see. Has, say, Edwards Tower or any of the tower people picked them up visually?
Yes, they've been watching it for over an hour.
Yeah. Okay, I think it might be worth a try.
Okay, well, we'll get this guy out of the pad and run him up. It'll probably be a half hour before he can get there.
Okay, use caution.
Oh, Raj.
Okay, right.
Use caution. Proper military procedures were in place for a possible threatening situation. We will hear that the luminous objects were not weather balloons, and alert pilot Captain Clark will indicate that the objects demonstrated peculiar behavior. A department known as Phoenix was also receiving the radar information, and this may be the highly classified agency that dealt with the UFO subject for many years. Ironically, Project Phoenix is now the name for the former NASA division previously known as SETI, the Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence. On the recordings, the people at LADS indicate that they had had previous experience with similar sightings when they state, "We process these every now and then."
How's forecaster?
All right, forecasters, between WD3. I'm getting some reports for Edwards Tower, Victorville Tower, and several radar sites about some UFOs. Are you launching any balloons out of Edwards?
Any balloons?
Yeah.
Not that I know of.
I see. We'll do, does Edwards have a...
Edwards don't have a Raven sign unit to send up. So I doubt if they list anything, they wouldn't have no reason to.
They wouldn't have any reason to send
Not the
balloons
weather section anyway.
out of Edwards, huh?
No.
I see.
Unidentified flying saucers? Objects.
Sure here.
No, they have no reason to launch any weather balloons. Lad?
Roger.
Sergeant Charles, Edwards Control Tower again. The UFO officer from Edwards has just confirmed this one. Over the field, he has seen this one. The captain at F1 has seen this one. I have seen it, and the UFO officer says it appears to be an aircraft. To him, it does not appear so to me.
It appears to be an aircraft?
He says it appears to be an aircraft. Approach control has nothing on any aircraft. It's moving too slow to be at that altitude. The captain said that was, he doesn't seem to think it's an aircraft either because of the light situation. Yeah, there's only 2 lights, a white and a red. I see no green. The UFO officer saw this one. He thinks it's an airplane. I do not.
I don't either.
Captain Clark?
Yes.
Lieutenant 6, WD here.
Yeah.
I see. What do you think of it?
Well, I'll tell you, when I first saw the thing, it was approaching the base from the north, and it looked like a fairly low altitude, probably 10,000 feet. And I got a good look at it with the binoculars. It seemed to be pushing a little cloud in front of it. And I thought, well, first, it looks like a rotating beacon hitting the cloud.
Yes.
And but it just stayed right with it. And then it turned a little bit more westerly and gained a tremendous amount of altitude. Man?
Yeah. Roger.
This Sergeant Charles control with our tower observation on that last one that reported all over Edwards.
Right.
It is almost invisible now with the naked eye.
Do you have any others visible around the area?
Yes, sir. I still have the original one. He has moved now to approximately 145 degrees.
I see.
And estimated 40 miles and very, very high now.
Hey, what's up between?
Right, Phoenix AST.
Roger. I understand you got some UFOs. Roger. Whereabouts are they?
Edwards, Victorville area.
Oh, I see. Well, I thought maybe they were closer to us. No, afraid not. I got word you were using Vegas or something. Roger, we've got Vegas on eliminate here. Well, what information have you got on them? Not very much, except they're flashing green, red, and white. Or green, red, and blue or something. How many is supposed to be? I don't know what the latest count is. It's getting pretty good. Of course, around Edwards, you'll never see most anything. Yeah. So anyway, we're about to scramble a bird off on them, so if we could keep Vegas' data, we'd appreciate it much. Oh, okay. Roger. Next. Echo Mike. Now, Phoenix would like you to pass the tracks to them. All right, sir. You mean our zero velocities, all the ones we have recorded? Yeah, just let them tell them Phoenix, because if we should crumple when they had to take the interceptor, they'd have the tracks. Okay, sir. We'll have them switched in. Roger. Right. Release.
Does it make any sense to you what it could possibly be?
No, we're in as much as dark light as you are. We process these every now and then.
Yeah. Okay, I'll get the thing going anyway.
Okay, you key off here now. Thanks a lot. Off the Fox here.
Sure. San Pedro is painting them. 3 targets, and they're all 3 around 9,000 feet.
San Pedro's picking them up at 9,000.
Roger.
What about Boron?
Boron, we're working with them to see if we can get them on them now. But those 3 little dots out there, and I'd say that there are 3 definite objects. It is not weather, it's not clutter.
They see the objects, but they don't see, they're not aircraft.
No, they can't tell what they are.
Scramble on. You gotta scramble on them.
I'm curious to find out what the hell they are.
Yeah, I am too.
And you'd be within your rights to scramble them, wouldn't you?
I don't know. You have to make this true, I guess. Well, I have to see what they want to do. They're not moving hard at all. They did. They watched them for 30 minutes, and they didn't move at all. And all of a sudden, boom. Really? Where are they? Don't know. Little green men.
Nobody has ever intercepted these things yet. They're calling a pilot in from home.
Because
They need a special pilot for these?
Well, here's the whole thing. He said, he's a senior director up here. And you don't want to turn up any of your alert planes. See, all the alert planes are hot, and they don't want to turn them up.
I guess those things aren't hostile because they haven't done anything yet.
Yeah. Well,
It's interesting to see what's going to happen when he goes up.
yeah.
Takes a look at them. There's 9 of them now?
12. I just can't recognize it.
These babies should multiply, don't they?
Alphalino. Roger, between WD Tech 3. Alphalino 01, getting close?
He's cranked up, but I think we hit a snag here.
Oh, goodness.
We're checking on it right now. I'll let you know.
Oh, okay, right.
Stem on.
Okay.
All of them appear now that the red light has stopped, and they all appear to be gaining altitude rapidly.
Is that right?
That's right.
I'll go out and watch that bright when it gets there.
Okay, sir. There's 3 more of them, well south and dim.
Okay.
And I still see a red light occasionally out of one of them.
Where are they from that big bright one?
Beneath them and just a little bit south. And there's 3 of them almost in a straight line.
Uh-huh.
Almost horizontal.
I see.
And I still see a red light occasionally from those, but not from the big one.
Yeah.
Space Ops boy has been observing this with me all night here. Let me get him back on see if he's getting the same impression from it I'm getting.
Roger.
I don't like to be the only one seeing these type things. Man?
Roger.
This Sergeant Turtle again. Space Ops confirms what I'm seeing. They are all rising. And there's a weatherman in Base Ops that has been observing these things all night with me, and he's been using reference points to try to judge if they were moving.
Right.
And he confirmed that they are very much higher now than they were. They are definitely going up.
Do you have any estimate on the altitude now?
I'd hate to venture a guess. I would say something like maybe 30,000, 40,000, but now this is strictly way out yonder type, off the eyeball guess.
None of them are at low altitude anymore, then?
No, sir, I wouldn't say. No, not nearly what they were. I would adjust his altitude to be no more than at the most 5,000 feet.
These visual reports have had them anywhere all the way up to 30 and 40 grand. Still very accurate. We'd get height on the same track at 6,000. These are tower guys. Oh yeah, they admit it. In fact, one guy said, "I don't like to be the only guy that sees this stuff." So he went to get somebody else. Now they've got a weatherman out there looking at them. They've got the tower people looking at them, and March Approach has them on radar. And Pedro and Boron.
We just heard Sergeant Chuck Sorrell say, "I don't like to be the only one seeing these type things," but he kept observing them. And we will hear him help vector the F-106 interceptor called Alpha Lima towards the luminous objects above the Edwards runway. The F-106 was equipped with the MA-1 fire control system and SAGE Computer Direction Center connected to the Air Defense Network. This achieved automatic target lock-on, but the pilot could still manually fire his weapons. Listen carefully to the voice of the interceptor pilot pursuing the objects and stating contact, indicating that he had actual radar contact with something solid.
Alpha Lima. Roger, this is the plane again, WDT from Tech 3. Listen, on this bird is taking off. Is that a hot bird, right?
No, he's cold.
Yeah, he's cold and he's not loaded, right?
No, he's not loaded. All of us up there.
Okay, is he aware of now what he's going to be doing and everything? How pleased is he?
He didn't say too much.
Yeah.
236.
Okay, Edwards Tower?
Yes, sir.
WD. Okay, Alpha Lima 01 is now bearing about 195 for 15.
I have him in sight.
You have him in sight?
Yes.
Edwards, do you still have any of these UFOs in sight?
Yes.
Okay, Tower, pick out one you want us to intercept, and we'll take a 01 in on him.
Have him proceed.
Okay.
He appears to be going north now. Have him come right down the runway. 04.
Alpha Lima 01, would you turn your running lights on? Roger 01, turn your lights on.
I'm sorry.
Roger. Alpha Lima 01, starboard 360. Roger.
360.
Roger. Roger. Alpha Lima 01, starboard 040.
Okay, 01 is coming down the 040 runway.
Okay. Have him go right over our rocket site. Start a slow right turn right over the rocket site. Okay, he's turning now. Hold that.
Okay, how's he looking now? He turned starboard to 12.
Hold that.
Hold that, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay, could you, what's the blip in relation to him? 12 o'clock?
About, have him more right. Could you have him, the best reference I'm going to be able to get him is have him come back over Edwards and line up with the runway again.
Ground observer request you fly down the 040 runway.
Hang on the runway.
Roger. Alpha Lima 01, when you reach the end of the runway, starboard 090 at the end of the runway.
Departure end or departure end?
01, you should hold a one blip now. Target on your right, one on your left. Stand by for range. Still negative range on the targets.
All right, one on the left. Contact, stand by one, have possible contact at, right at about, possible contact right over about 10, 9, 20.
Roger, pursuit's with the target.
Roger.
Roger. You hold that target, approximately 5 left at 17. Range now 15.
All contacts on my target now, and no home. This object, I'd like to try and get it out all if it's out here.
But should be approximately, there was approximately 5 to 7 objects, green, red, and white flashing lights. They were quickly moving. They would be stationary for some time, then quickly move straight up.
All contacts on my target now, and no home.
Roger, we had a possible radar contact contact now. Range of 3 miles. We're losing contact with that now. Starboard. 050. 050. Now 01 on the setting. Should pass over Edwards Tower. From here. 2 miles.
I have a contact. I want a flashing target about this position.
Roger. Could you check this target out?
He's quite low out there.
Roger. 01 beginning descent to search the target. 01 Edwards Tower reports you at the vicinity of the target now.
What did he find out there to the west?
He lost his contact.
I still have a contact out there.
Oh, you do? Visual?
Yes?
Is it one of these objects? Does it look the same as the rest of them?
No, this one just appears to be a flash, not any red or green involved.
Oh, I see. Could be something else.
All right, I have Alpha Lima in sight now.
Yeah, he says he's got a contact, 12 o'clock 16.
That's it.
Okay, Pedro.
Right.
Turn your height finder 7 degrees ahead of me.
Hey, Tower,
Yes,
how's he looking now? Is he headed for anything?
looks pretty good. It looks good.
Yeah, are the blips merging?
Yes, he's converging on it. They are converging. He seems to be maybe just a little bit south of it. Left turn, slow left turn. He's low and left. That thing is rising.
Tower, how's things look now?
He's low. Look, search high. He does search high. Search very high. That thing is rising. It's rising rapidly.
It looks like it's right above him from the tower now.
It looks almost directly above him and rising.
Okay.
Pedro, come back to the target. Come back to interceptor.
You're in the general vicinity now. It looks much higher.
Okay, Alpha Lima's going to climb to 40,000.
No contact at 030. Hold 030. Search 15 degrees either side, 030.
Okay.
Okay, Tower, turning Alpha Lima 01, port to 250. Should bring him straight in over the top of you.
Over the top of us again?
Yeah, let's have him still holding 25,000.
Right, and
0,000 now.
Second?
He's climbing.
Climbing? Okay.
he's climbing to 40,000.
One of the objects is to his right and low.
To his right and low.
Search visually, right and low.
Pedro search. Mark that spot. Check 5 degrees either side of that height finder. And look high and low.
Okay, have him line up with my runway 04. Have him go on a right turn and roll out 040 and bring him right down my runway.
You want to do what now?
Right turn and roll out 040. Come right down my runway.
Okay, you realize his turn radius up there is about 20 miles.
I'd put him to the north of me when he comes around.
Right, okay.
Okay, put him starboard turn 040.
01 turning starboard 040.
Roger.
That should bring him in quite a ways north of you.
Yes, he will. We'll probably lose him when he goes over the tower. Have to catch him on the side.
I've got a possible contact on search radar bearing your station 075 for 10.
075 at 10.
Right, got anything out there?
I have one at 075. I couldn't say the distance.
Right.
And high. What heading's the interceptor on now?
He's on a 080 heading.
Okay, hold that.
Right, how's he lining up?
Looks pretty good.
Luminous object 12 o'clock?
Should be 12 o'clock. 20 degrees. Port and high.
050.
He appears he's way low.
Way low?
Yes.
We're at 40,000 feet.
Still low.
Search high.
I would say he was about under it now.
But he should be under it now.
Did he pass under target at this time?
Yes, about the time I said mark, he appeared that he was almost under it.
Okay, mark that spot there. Pedro?
Right.
Okay, search 10 degrees either side. All 01 reports is one great big bright shining star.
Yeah. That's what it appears like from the tower now. It has that appearance here now. It is much, much higher than when we first observed it.
If it's that much higher, we're not going to see it on the search radar.
I suspect it's over your radar now.
Is that in the area of this target you're searching?
Right. This is the search, the PPI.
That is the PPI search
We
area.
have the interceptor at another range now. We're going to have it on another target. I just gave you 010.
Hey, Tower?
Yes, sir.
Have you got anything else in sight?
No, sir, just those two that we tried on there. And he appeared from the tower to pass way beneath it.
Edwards?
Yes, sir.
Is there one about southeast of you, about 3 miles at this time?
Southeast at 3?
Right. Yeah, southeast, much closer. We've got a possible contact there on something.
Just a moment, I see something. Let me throw my glasses on.
Hey, 120. Sir, I hate to be an optimist, but that fighter looks like he's going someplace. Pedro?
Right.
Right, did you find anything back in that search area I gave you?
Negative.
Nothing.
I don't have any contact in here. I have him, but I don't have anything.
Okay, you lost all your other visual contacts on these things?
Yes.
Okay, we'll cover off limit 01 then. Well, it's satisfied curiosity anyway.
Yes, I don't have another one in sight. Anybody's scared of that.
You've lost them all, huh?
Sure, I don't have one of it.
01 says he saw some reflections off the ground that appear to be flashing.
Reflections off the ground, it appears to be flashing.
Right, off the lake bed.
I don't know what that would be. It's my beacon.
No, he knows the beacons. Okay, fine. Might as well key off and break this line down then. We'll see you tomorrow night.
False surveillance, sir.
Right.
Going to debrief Alpha Lima.
Yeah, I've been listening in the air here on my WIND monitor.
Yeah. You're going to debrief him when he lands?
Probably will.
What supervisor?
Between Deputy 3, you wanted to know our results of Alpha Lima 01?
Yeah.
Negative.
Negative results, huh?
Yeah, we picked up a low-flying aircraft, a few ground targets, and things like that.
We're doggone.
So he went through at 15, 25, and 40,000 feet on these visual objects, and supposedly flew right under it according to ground observations, visual observations, and pilot reported nothing flying underneath it.
Okay, well, thanks very much. That's kind of interesting anyway.
Yeah, it is. We're as curious as you are.
Yeah.
I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, I guess not. Okay, well, thanks for calling.
Right.
Yes, Chief.
Papa Fox.
And we're as curious as they are. For this recording indicates that the pilot was heard to state contact and sounded as if he also saw the objects from the air. The debriefing of the pilot and reports from Los Angeles Air Defense Sector, NORAD, and the other Air Force bases are still classified. And what of civilians in the area around Edwards Air Force Base? What could they have possibly seen at the same time?
Yes. One of the telephone people that work here knew about this deal last night. He was reading about this UFO report. And he was there. Well, this fellow went into a restaurant in Lancaster this morning, and apparently he knew the waitress in there, and he hadn't mentioned anything at all about this UFO thing. And she was telling him about a guy that came in there last night all shook up. Said he was on the highway between Victorville and Lancaster. It's roughly about 20 miles east of Palmdale here on 138. And he said this bright red object, he saw it kind of hovering all
of a sudden it made a pass right down over his car and right across the highway, and so it paralleled the highway for quite a while, and then just took off, and it like scared him to death. He thought it was going to hit the car.
Holy mackerel.
Well,
he was a telephone man, you say?
No, this
one of the telephone men overheard him.
No, the telephone man was talking to this waitress in the restaurant this morning about 6 o'clock over in Lancaster.
Yeah.
Now, I've got the telephone man's name here.
What supervisor and the team director? We have the UFO information dispatcher at Base Operations Norton on also. He's listening to you now.
Oh, good. Then he needs this more than I do. Is this the watch supervisor?
Yes, this is the watch supervisor at Los Angeles Center.
Lancaster. Hello.
Yeah.
If this is the Lancaster area, we're supposed to refer to the nearest base where this sighting occurred, which would be Edwards or George.
Okay, well, you won't need this report then.
Well, that's the way we have it written up as an SOP. We're supposed to determine the location where the sighting took place and refer the party to report that to the nearest base where the sighting occurred, which would be Edwards or George.
Yeah, okay.
Now, this is the deputy in between again. Didn't this occur, though, close to Cajon Pass, where he saw this?
Yes,
The actual sighting occurred at Cajon Pass.
it was right down below Cajon Pass.
You mean on the north side of the mountain?
Yes, this is on the north side of the mountain. I'll be glad to pass it on to Edwards. I was just getting it.
I can give you the name of the UFO officer at Edwards. I have it on my report here. Let's see. It's Captain... wait till I find the damn thing. What's that captain's name at Edwards?
That's okay. He wanted there at the deputy position for your report or not?
No, I won't need it here, but Captain Bilent at Edwards, base ops.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'll give it to you.
He'd be collecting all of the data.
Yeah, okay.
I think it's a real interesting thing. I think he probably would want to have it.
Yeah, I'll pass it on.
All right, fine. Thank you.
You bet. Chief.
Okay, what supervisor?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Edwards.
Okay.
The other one's not parallel with the bright. Yeah, right. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, that's the one I saw. Okay.
Would you do us a favor? We're looking for about 7 UFOs here.
Well,
Here in Tom, Ontario International.
would you?
Well, how far north of Ontario? Okay. We're not positive. This is coming from report from Edwards and George.
How far in here?
Did he come from the northeast? Yes. No, he came from the northeast. He says at 8,000 feet. There are about 7 of them. They're red, white, and green flashing lights. They have been sighted visually. And they're climbing now. And we wonder if you're painting them. We're trying to get a cross-section here. They're red, that thing. Also, the 2 towers, George Tower. Also, on Edwards Tower.
Huh? Well, yeah, describe it for me. Yeah, okay. As near as I watched it, looked at it through the glasses, and at first appearance it looked just like a star. Yeah. And then it started, it was white and green. It's flashing white and green. And on what appears might be the bottom. And at first appearance it looked just like a star. Yeah. I mean, it's not intermittent flashing. It appears to be space. I see. In other words, the light fades in and out, rather than a definite flash. It's a definite flashing, similar to what aircraft anti-collision lights would do. Oh, yeah. But it definitely isn't moving fast flash.
Masak?
Yes, sir.
This Major Jewel, I'm on with you.
Right.
The man just went to get the tower boy there, so he had somebody to confirm his story.
Well, tell surveillance takes record on.
They are. They got it.
Oh, you got it? Okay. Report on.
Recording from position IMB 35 on the incident.
If you look to the north of us, there's one coming pretty fast. You can see his movement. And he's coming from north to south. North to south? Right.
North to south at this time from Edwards?
Right. He's blinking red.
I have another red light and green light combination in sight, moving very rapidly over the idea at this time. I'm going to check with my left enough to be an aircraft.
Well, let's go to our house manager around here. Let's see if we can dig up something. And it's definitely changes color from white to red, or white to green, and red. The red flash is strong enough so it blocks out the rest of it to the naked eye. So it appears to be white, from white to green to red. Can you get any form out of the thing, what it looks like? I haven't checked it. It appears to move a lot closer to it. I haven't checked it with the glasses.
Painting over Edwards at 11.5. Edwards is observing them from the ground. Two towers observing them, and we're carrying height and radar. They're flashing white, green, and red. And we have a track on them, Kilo 157. They're heading
I'm trying to see if they have any movement in that area.
Phoenix ASO. ASO Labs here. Say, have you all had any reports of unknown flying objects over there?
No, we haven't.
Oh, okay, we're wondering. We supposedly are having quite an invasion over here.
What area? In our area?
No, it's over around Victorville and Edwards there. I was wondering if any of your sites or any of your bunches over there have called anything in.
No.
Okay, fine. Thank you much.
Right.
Four of them in that V. Yes, sir. Three on the bottom side. Two up. Yes, sir. Counting that. Well, there's four altogether. Right. There's two in a line, and then there's three in a line. Yeah. The three in a line would run westward